Lightroom allows you to navigate among your images via catalogs, folders, and collections, all displayed here in the Library module in the left side panel. In this video, you'll learn the difference between these three categories. Let's start with the catalog. Over here is a collection of all your photographs. You can have only one catalog open at a time in Lightroom, although you can have multiple catalogs. How do you open a new catalog? Well, under the File menu, you can open a catalog, you can open a recent catalog, or you can set your preferences here under Lightroom Preferences, and that would be Edit Preferences on a PC. Under the General tab, under Default Catalog, you can set it to prompt me when starting Lightroom. Then you can choose a catalog on startup. Otherwise, Lightroom is just going to load the most recent catalog. Under Catalog All Photographs, when this is selected, you can sort images based on capture time, added order, edit time, etc. You can also filter images in the Catalog All Photographs selection. However, you cannot manually move an image when you're in the Catalog All Photographs option. See here, the currently selected source does not support custom order. You will be able to do that, however, when you're in a folder or a collection. As been mentioned many times, it's always a good idea to back up your catalog. And you can do that by setting your preferences under Lightroom Catalog Settings. That would be Edit Catalog Settings. Here, under Backup, you just select when you want the backup prompt to occur. And I highly suggest that you back up as often as you can. Remembering, though, that when you back up a catalog, you're just backing up the catalog. You're not backing up your original files, nor are you backing up the previews, and that includes the new Smart Previews. You'll have to back those up manually. Okay, let's move from catalogs down to folders. Now, what folders are, they're a reflection of the volume structure on your drive. Now that could be an internal drive, an external drive, or any of the external media that you may have hooked up to your computer. Let me show you some of the things about folders that's useful. To open a volume, select the right disclosure triangle, like that. Now to control how the information is displayed, here in the plus sign, we can select folder name only, as I've just done there, or path from volume and folder and path. I think this option here, show photos in subfolders, is important. By default, it's clicked on. And what that means is, when I click on a folder, say this folder here, all the subfolders will be displayed over here in the right in the display area. Let me go back and deselect that. And you can see now when I select that folder, the subfolders are not selected. So let's go ahead and keep that on. Okay, let's move down to the individual volumes. I'm going to go down to my compatible drive. So on the left-hand side, you can see a little rectangle, and it's green. The green signifies that it's online. And if I right-click on this, you see that it's also showing the status and free space. Now, right now, I have plenty of free space, so it's green. But let me scroll down to another volume. This one, for example, it's yellow, which is telling me that the volume is almost 99% full. Now, if you don't want it to show this information, you just want it to show the status, you right-click and select Show Status. And now it's green, signifying that it is online. It doesn't tell me anything about how full it is. Okay, let me scroll back up to this volume. If I right-click over here on this side, I can display disk space, which it's showing now, photo count, status, or none. What's important to remember about folders is that they're a reflection of the volume structure on your drive. And if you're going to make any changes to the folder name, or if you're going to move images in and out of folders, or delete images from folders, it's best to do that from within Lightroom. If you do it from within the volume itself, Lightroom's going to get very confused, and it's not going to know what happened to those folders or those images. Now, you can do everything from within Lightroom that you can do from within the volume itself. I can right-click on a folder, and you can see I can rename a folder, I can remove it. I can also move images from within folders to other locations if I want. All that needs to be done from within Lightroom. Otherwise, Lightroom will get confused and you will get a message saying, I can't find this volume, or I can't find this folder or this image. So that all can be done over here in the Folders panel. One more thing, let me show you how to quickly find a folder that a particular image might reside in. I'm over here in the thumbnail or the grid view. I'm going to right click on one of these images and here go to folder in library. I'll select that and now you can see that'll take me right to the folder that that image exists in. Okay, so that's folders. Let me move on down to the collections. I'm just scrolling through all my folders here. As I scroll down, I see that one volume called Passport 1 terabyte is offline. All right, so now we're at collections. Let me go ahead and select collections. And we've talked a lot about collections in another video. Collections are user-generated for the most part. These are collections that you have grouped together for some particular reason. They have something in common, and you can create as many collections as you want. You can put as many images in a collection. You can put the same image in multiple collections. We also have smart collections, which you set up a criteria. If that criteria is met, for example, 5 stars, any image at any time that has 5 stars will automatically go into a smart collection. So collections are user generated for the most part. Folders are a reflection of the information on your hard drive or an external drive. And catalog, well, catalog is where all the images reside, not the original files, but the information associated with those files, the database, if you will. Very important to know the difference between catalog, folders, and collections.